connect number 3 and number 4. Is summoning Alick Banda political? And then is Alick Banda being summoned? Okay, so I'll combine these two. It's true that we have summoned him, and I want you to understand this very clearly so that you take it in the right context. When there is a case that we are investigating, there are procedures, colleagues, that we follow. These procedures have nothing to do with the status of the target. The rule of law says nobody is above the law. Now, this particular case has been running for some time. We seized motor vehicles in this case. Some other people that are involved, so the ZRA case, and then we were involved as investigators, some people have actually been convicted. Because government property was taken away from government and appropriated to people, individuals. Tell me what I should do as a law enforcement officer. So we issue a call out as a starting point, asking you to come because you have been mentioned in a particular activity. We want to hear your side of the story. Look, people are dubbed criminals, people are dubbed thieves in social media and so forth. We don't want that ourselves. We are professionals. We will not call you anything until it is proved in court. So we'll call you, come over, we have a chat. But here's the sad thing. When we issue a call out, colleagues, it's a private document for the person written on that document. Nason Banda, come and report at DEC headquarters. It's for me. Then me, I'll get my lawyer, get my other lawyer, and tell them accompany me. But what do people do? The moment you get the call out, social media. Flash it. For what? It changes nothing. We're still waiting for you. So to be specific, you're asking to say, is the summoning political? Not at all. There's criminality. The Hilux is here. I'll show you the Hilux. It's here. Am I right? Is it parked here? Yes. It's here. You see it. One of them. The other one is parked. We're going to just drive it out. These are vehicles that were obtained from ZRA illegally, and then one of the vehicles is found with the same Mr. Archbishop Alick Banda that you're talking about. This is a white book. This is his name. I want to be very categorical on this one. Please, we are not politicians. We are law enforcement officers. We operate at our own time, in our own space, because we have laws that govern our activities. It's that simple. So, there is no politics involved. Let me also emphasize, please, that no, they are fighting the Catholic Church with politics. I'm Catholic myself. And I'm actually a very devoted Catholic, very devout. Yeah. I was even chairman for my parish. Yeah. And my wife afterwards was also chairman for the same parish. We're a Catholic family. His Grace, the Archbishop, is my Archbishop. Understand this? He's my Archbishop. I'm in the Archdiocese of Lusaka myself. So there's nothing political, nothing to do with the church. We are following this name. If you come and read, it doesn't say Archbishop. It says Alick Banda, something address and whatever. So we checked. Who got this vehicle from ZRA? So we just want to establish a few things.
According to Luke. At that time, the shepherds went with haste to Bethlehem and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in a manger. And when they saw it, they made known the saying which had been told to them concerning this child. And all who heard wondered at what the shepherds told them. But Mary kept all these things, pondering them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, as it had been told to them. And at the end of the 8 days, when he was circumcised, he was called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, at the beginning of this new year, I'm not inviting you to make long lists of resolutions such as dieting, be it exercising, be it perhaps reading one book or two per month, probably also talking less, etc. I'm not asking you for that, because we know what happens after a couple of weeks. We simply stop following our own resolutions. Instead, I'm inviting each and every one of you to begin the new year differently. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, our readings today offer us three simple invitations. First and foremost, let us begin the new year blessed and not burdened. In our first reading this morning, God Himself teaches us how to begin with a blessing. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let His face shine upon you and give you peace. This is God's dream for each and every one of us, not fear, not anxiety, not constant worry about the neighbor, but blessing and peace. And yet, many of us begin each day already burdened. We wake up, and the first thing we reach for is our cell phone. Before we say a prayer, we read messages, news, and social media. And before the day even starts, our hearts are already heavy. They are already burdened. We hear bad news already, problems in the family, rising prices, land grabbing, violence, imingalato by the neighbor, etc. Already in the morning, our minds are tired, and our hearts are heavy and restless. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, this new year challenges us to change the order of our day. Probably before cell phone, prayer. Before social media, silence. Before worries, God's blessing. even a simple prayer is good enough. Other brothers and sisters in Christ, when blessings opens the day, peace follows. This does not mean that problems will disappear. It simply means we won't face them alone. We shall face them with the Lord. A blessed day is not a problem-free day, but a day filled with God's presence. Secondly, live like children of God, not as slaves. St. Paul, in our second reading, reminds us of a truth we easily forget. You are no longer slaves, but sons and daughters of God. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, this is our deepest dignity. Before being workers, before being politicians, before being consumers, etc., we are beloved children of God. Yet, many of us today, we live like slaves. We are slaves of work that never ends. We are slaves of money that is never enough. We are slaves of debts, fear, anger, addictions, and hopelessness. We are slaves of systems that take advantage of the poor and silence the weak. When fear controls our decisions, when money dictates our values, when power replaces conscience, we no longer live like children of God, but slaves. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, the new year invites us to choose freedom, the freedom of God's children. To be able to choose what is right, not merely what is easy. To choose integrity, even when it is costly. To choose family over endless hustle and bustle. To choose compassion over convenience. To choose service over self-interest. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, living as God's children means we live with dignity and we help others recover their dignity. And the society will only change when people begin to live not as slaves, but as sons and daughters who know they are worthy before God. Thirdly, let us live like Mary, our mother, the mother of God. Listening, trusting, and obliging. Our gospel passage this morning tells us that Mary kept all these things, pondering them in her heart. She did not panic. She did not rush. She listened. She trusted. She surrendered. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we live in a very noisy world. Everyone speaks. Everyone is posting. Everyone is reacting. Social media is loud. Opinions are many. And truth is often confused with popularity. The most important question that we need to ask is not who speaks the loudest, But rather, to whom do we listen to first? My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, Mary teaches us the right order. First, listen to God in prayer, in silence, and in the Word. Because God speaks in silence, and we cannot hear Him if our hearts are already noisy. Then listen to one another, and especially the poor, the wounded, the young, the abandoned, those on the periphery of our society. Listening is not weakness. Listening is love. It heals the wounds. It builds trust. It restores communion. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, surely we may not know what this new year will bring, but like Mary, we can still oblige to God's will. Yes, to hope, even when the road is bumpy and uncertain. As we entrust this new year to the intercession of Mary, the Mother of God, let us ask for her grace to begin each new day blessed and not burdened, to live as children of God, not as slaves, to listen deeply, to trust fully, and to courageously say yes to God's will. It is my prayer for each and every one of you that may this new year find each and every one of you not just older by a year, but wiser. Not just smarter because of the experiences that you have got, but kinder. Not only eloquent in what you say and how you say it, but truthful and more concerned about others, and especially the poor.